Hey, Dr. Berg here. In this short video, we're going to talk about the problems with high protein diets. Now, protein does trigger the fat burning process, which is good. But if your liver is toxic or weak or it's damaged, you're not going to be able to handle all that heavy protein. So in other words, protein is hard on your liver. And when that waste builds up and you can't detoxify it, it can kind of make you feel cause bad breath. It can clog up, the lymphatic system, and it can back up, because what's happening is protein does trigger the fat burning process, but all that fat has to go through the liver. So you end up with more of a fatty liver. Yeah. So the other problem with high protein diet, it doesn't provide all of the nutrition. In other words, vegetables provide the vitamins and minerals. Protein provides the amino acids and some of the essential fatty acids. Okay? So it doesn't provide vitamins and minerals. So what does that mean? It means that you can create deficiencies, specifically in potassium and calcium. So potassium is very, very, very important in heart rate, in balancing out the blood sugars, in storing sugar in your liver, in counteracting the heavy protein in the body. So we need potassium in a lot of different chemical processes in the body. And potassium mainly comes from vegetables, right? So, and then calcium too. So high protein diets can deplete your body of this mineral calcium. Not to mention they're deficient in a lot of vitamins. So you start becoming out of balance in that situation. So I recommend, if you're in a high protein diet, consume a lot of vegetables to kind of balance out all that waste. The problem that you might be told is that you don't want to consume any carbohydrates because that's going to slow down the fat burning process. And vegetables are carbohydrates. But I guarantee if you're eating spinach or kale or salad or celery, those are not the carbohydrates that are going to affect your fat burning, because they're very low in sugar, extreme, like almost zero in sugar. So they're very bitter. So it's not going to be a problem. Of course, if you have grains or fruit, that will be a problem. But if you consume a lot of vegetables with the high protein, and I don't even like to say high protein, because if you do too much protein, like more than 8 ounces or 9 ounces or 10 ounces, and your liver's not good, or you're a little bit older, all that's going to be, extra is going to be converted to fat. Okay, because that's one of the triggers of fat-making hormones. So if you have a smaller amount, that would be good, especially in the liver. So I recommend anywhere between 3 to 4 ounces. And of course, you're going to hear conflicting information. You're going to hear that, oh, our bodies need so much per pound, like we need 100 grams of protein a day, whatever. Well, I don't know who came up with those figures, but you have to be very healthy to handle all that protein. Every decade you age, the more difficult it is to digest that protein. And people do better with just a little bit of protein and not a tremendous amount. We're not losing all this protein through, we don't shed muscle protein, like 50 grams of muscle protein every day. We don't shed the protein in our body that much. It goes right through us. So it's not that we're losing protein that we have to replace it. So we don't need as much as you might think. Okay? So these are the two keys with protein diets. And below, I created a little nutritional quiz that you can take. It's an online analysis that you can find out. Just add in your foods, just click the foods that you eat, and then it'll print out if you're getting all the nutrition from the diet that you're currently eating. And then it'll give you a graph on what you should eat to fulfill the nutrient requirements that you need. And I spent personally with my own money about $150,000 to create this quiz. And it's free to the public just to take and to get information. What you're going to realize when you take it is you're going to find out where your weaknesses are, so you can start to focus on that. So I hope you enjoy that quiz, and I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one.